Good morning. This is the new series called Littlerock Wrench. I'm going to be showing you some of my projects that I'm going on. Little detail on myself. I'm an ex-union plumber of Local 761, now retired. Now we're basically playing in our shop, playing with some of our hot rods that we've been building for the last decade or so. We'll start it off with my 1974 Plymouth Duster. This is actually what you would call a barn find, but in Southern California, we don't have barns, we have side of the yard finds. And that's what this was. This was bought off the original owner. He turned around and had it parked at his brother-in-law's house, and he decided he no longer wanted it. I picked it up and I've gone through it. She's a nice little car. Let's start off with the suspension. The suspension is all custom Mark Williams 8 3/4. I did have some 513 gears, but now I'm putting some 488s just to see what the difference is in it. It has some cow tracks, as you can see, monoliths with lift bars. The exhaust, being a plumber, of course I had to do it myself. Couldn't leave somebody else to do my plumbing. And walk this way. My wife is behind the camera, so we're trying this and we're going to screw it up because there ain't no way new people can actually do this right. So, the motor, she's a nice little 408 stroker. I couldn't put a stock 360 back in it because you know how that goes. You know, those things didn't have any horsepower. But she is numbers matching, motor, tranny, and I'll show the motor at a different time. Right now, Michelle, turn around and let's take him out to the old Dodge Dart. Now I haven't washed it, I guess I should have, but she is what she is. It's a 1968 Dodge Dart. I've owned it for about 30 years. Bought it as a body, and we took it from there. She's all cut, come around the back, Michelle, and she's all cut and tubbed. She got some nice little tires underneath. The motor in it is nothing radical. She's dirty. Like I said, I didn't wash her because this is real, not made up. She's a little 383 offset ground crank from a 3.38 to 3480. 14-to-1 pistons, Millodon gear drive, nice little cam, 712 288, 3 stages of nitrous oxide. She runs good. Transmission was built by a company called ProTrans, lower first gear, trans brake, the typical hot rod stuff. Nothing radical. Okay, with that being said, let's go in and we'll check out the dragster. This is my 225-inch dragster. Big block Chevy. She's a nice little ride. You'll be seeing me go down the track in future episodes trying to get this done. I did go to Mark Williams, what am I saying? Frank Hawley's drag racing school in Las Vegas to get my NHRA license. Now, up on the rotisserie back here, amongst all the mess, that is actually my 1971 Cuda. This here is a true barn find. People will hate me when I say this, but I did pull out of a barn in 1978 from a gentleman named Ken Carter. We paid $300 for it back in 1978. B5 blue, J81 rear spoiler. We drag raced it for years. Did racing in Mexico. You know how us politically correct people have to say this. So, but right now she's under restoration. Now the fourth and one of the final cars is this 1971 Barracuda. Right now I'm putting a roll cage in it. This was a car I'm having a hard time finding any information on it. It was campaigned in Southern California. The name was Going Fishing. Story I got was the owner was Glenn Woods. Has a straight axle in it, ladder bars in it, but the cage in it was just junk. So we're going through it. We're doing a redo on it, and I'll have a little blown 440 in it with some other decent parts in it. The motor, she has a 12-inch back set. So the weight distribution on it should be pretty impressive. But this is me just trying to start this thing out. We'll see how we do. If you like, subscribe, please give comments. Let me know how bad this was or how we can improve it. Thank you very much.